What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And I'm back, and today we're gonna be reviewing the new Dreamville and DJ Drama mixtape, DDay. Now, one of the best labels in hip hop, if not the best, Dreamville has teamed up with legend DJ Drama for a Gangsta Grillz mixtape. Now, for those who don't know, Dreamville is made up of J.Cole, Bas, Cozz, Omen, Ari Lennox, EARTHGANG, and Lute. And they dropped this the day before Dreamville Festival in Raleigh, North Carolina, which was this past weekend. And no, I was not able to attend, unfortunately, but next week it's Coachella and I'll be there, so I'm good. Now, the last that we saw of DJ Drama was his collab with Tyler, the Creator, on his album Call Me If You Get Lost. Which, interesting enough, on the final day of Dreamville Fest, DJ Drama had a set with Lil Wayne, T.I., and Jeezy, and before getting on the stage, he found out that he got a Grammy because Tyler won Rap Album of the Year. So I thought that that was really cool, and congrats to Drama for his first Grammy. So going into this project, honestly, I was just expecting some hard-hitting beats and Dreamville doing what they do best, with DJ Drama screaming all over the record. And honestly, I got pieces of that, but overall, this was just, this was an okay project, honestly. And I kind of say that with the tone and with that attitude, because as I listened to this more and more, it just felt like a bunch of like mediocre throwaways from other projects, whether it's the Revenge of the Dreamers or any of the other people's solo projects. So I'm not saying this is bad, it was just something. But let's not waste any time and let's talk about some of the songs that I did enjoy. The first being the opener, Stick, that features J.Cole, Sheck West, and Kenny Mason. Honestly, banger is the only way I can describe this track. It's hard hitting, it's aggressive. I especially love the energy from Kenny Mason and Sheck West. Also, just given the sound and the tone and just how loud and aggressive they were on this track. Like, I really could have saw Baby Keem on here. Like, I think that he would have really done something nice on here. And listen, of course, Jid and Cole deliver solid verses, but one little gripe I thought that I heard on here, and that I heard on some other songs as well, was just like the mix of it, like the sound and just like the mix of some of the verses from some of the artists just sounded off, which I really wouldn't expect from a Dreamville project. Bas and A AP Ferg team up again on the song Lifestyle. The last time we heard Bas and Ferg together, I believe, was Boca Raton off of Bas's project from 2018, and I'm not even remembering the name of it. Not only Bas, but Ferg as well were both flowing effortlessly over this, like, breath control out of this world, and they just make a great pair. Like I always love when they join forces, and I'm hoping that Ferg shows up on Bas's new album, which I definitely feel like is gonna drop this year. I'm hoping it drops this year. Of course, I gotta mention Starting 5 featuring Lute, Omen, and Cozz. This might be my favorite song on the project. I love the horns and the dirty hi-hats on this song. Lute and Cozz kick this thing off with great verses, but man, this track turns up as we get this amazing beat switch, and in comes Omen. And man, this is making me miss Omen. Like, he really is more the quiet guy in Dreamville. He doesn't really drop much music, and I think he's in more of an exec role and a writer's role within Dreamville. But this right here makes me want to hear more music from him, more solo projects, just songs, because Omen killed it. Like, he was easily the standout on this song, in my opinion. We get our first appearance of 2 from Ari Lennox on the song Coming Down. And I really enjoyed this track as it samples Mary J. Blige's I'm Coming Down. And honestly, it wasn't a crazy flip, but I enjoyed how the sample was done with the trap drums. And Ari Lennox, honestly, Ari Lennox was probably my favorite artist on the entire project. She was the most consistent, in my opinion, and she delivered a great vocal performance on here, as well as on the song Blackberry Sap. I was not expecting Cole to come in so aggressively on the song Freedom of Speech, and he kept it going and he did not let up. One thing that I also enjoyed about this track was just the vocal sample in the background that was playing along. Now, this is unfortunately where my highlights come to an end. Now, there are some other solid songs on here, but I do want to dive into some that didn't really do it for me. The first one, surprisingly, being the Ghetto freestyle that features EARTHGANG and 2 Chainz. And just think about the sound of this track and what was going on. I could definitely hear this being on Ghetto Gods. Maybe it just was one that didn't make the cut. And while I thought Johnny Venus and Dr. Dot did their thing per usual, what really threw me off was 2 Chainz, which I rarely say because I usually always enjoy 2 Chainz, whether it's his own song or his features, but this was bad. This was a bad verse. It seemed like sometimes like 2 Chainz was, you know, tripping over his words, and also the bars just didn't come together for me. Usually he it jokes around a lot and makes like funny bars, and you know, it usually hits or it does something, but it just didn't here. And it was really weird. Another song that I didn't enjoy was the track Hair Salon that features Cozz, Perico, and Reason of TDE. And honestly, the only thing that I did enjoy about this was Cozz. He sounded the most comfortable and confident on here. Perico, I can tell that I probably would enjoy songs by him, given his energy, but just how offbeat and off, you know, he was. Like, sometimes that does work. It just didn't do it for me on this one. And I really wish that Reason kind of came in with a little more energy. Like, he was like really laid back, and it just didn't seem like the type of song to do that. So it was weird. Like Reason, I could see Reason really doing something on this track, and he didn't do that. I'm really upset that the song Barry Simpson is on this side of things in terms of tracks that I didn't really enjoy. And this one features Jid, 2 Chainz, and Young Nudy. And Jid, I wasn't really impressed with what Jid did. And I feel like this just in general might be the first time I've ever said that about anything Jid has done. The verses felt, I don't know, more lazy over this beat. And I wish that Young Nudy was on this track more. Like, I actually enjoy his music, and I could see him maybe doing something over this type of track. But he was just like kind of on the chorus, just talking a little bit each time, and I wish that he would have done more. And while I didn't enjoy 2 Chainz on the Ghetto Gods freestyle, I actually felt like he was a standout on this one, where the bars kind of came more together, in my opinion. Also, like when he said "Eeny, miny, mo" is how I pick a ride, and I thought that was funny. And finally, there's a track "Ballin' in Newport," which is a solo Omen track. And while I thought Omen's bars were cool and his performance wasn't whack or anything, it was just a little underwhelming. Especially given how slow and low-key the beat was. Omen didn't really do much to make this track pop out. He also did his own singing on the hook, and it would have been better to have a singer, in my opinion, on this one. So look, overall, I just felt like this was an okay batch of Dreamville leftovers by Dreamville and DJ Drama here. I can't really say that I'm disappointed because, I mean, I'm just thinking about this in the grand scheme of things. This was put out right before Dreamville Festival, just to give the people something else to look forward to going into this 2-day festival for the weekend. So like this isn't bad. It just didn't really do much for me. I don't really see myself returning to it much. But overall, I was able to check out Dreamville Festival live on Prime, and everything looked great. The artists did their thing. It was good to see T-Pain performing again. Wiz Khalifa was really cool and laid back. Cole, of course, all at Dreamville was cool. So hopefully I can check them out the next time they do it. Hope you guys have fun if you went. But this has been my review. So I'm gonna give this new mixtape a 5.5 out of 10. So what were you guys' thoughts on this new Dreamville and DJ Drama mixtape? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got another video coming. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take, and I'll see you next time.